You're listening to The Monetized Mom, the podcast that teaches moms of faith how to monetize their expertise online to create influence, impact, income, and more importantly, financial independence. I'm your host, Flo Alexander. Let's chat. Okay, guys, I'm going to say something that needs to be said, but no one is actually saying it. And that's the truth about the quickest way to six figures in the online coaching industry. So here it is. The quickest way to six figures in online coaching isn't raising your pricing, is not getting more clients in your group program, is not having more offers or selling low ticket courses. And I know some of y'all are going to be shocked by me saying this, but it's not even about spending more money on ads. The quickest way to six figures in the online coaching industry is one-on-one coaching or done for you services. I know I just messed so many of y'all up with this one because you just knew that the key to six figures was booking out your group program. So let's talk about that first. Many of you are preemptively jumping into group offers and are frustrated when you don't make the money you were sold on with group coaching. So someone told you when you launch your group program, you're going to have $500,000 launches. You're going to have $50,000 months. And I know because I have been there before. So when I've had several of my clients come to me wanting to launch a group program without the one-on-one experience, I'm like, nah, sis, we're focusing on one-on-one coaching because you don't have the results, experience, or the audience to launch a group and hit the financial goals that you want to hit. Now, the benefit of one-on-one coaching is that you not only get better results faster, but you can charge more for it. People will pay a premium for private support. So most of you, though, are sold on this idea of leveraging your time with a group program. 1 hour per week versus multiple calls per week. And I hate to break it to you, but that is misinformation. You're going to spend more than a 1 hour coaching call in a group container, especially if you don't have the systems to support group delivery, okay? So instead, focus your efforts on booking one-on-one clients first. Now, the question then becomes, how do you manage multiple one-on-one clients so that it's not draining or feels overwhelming? So this is where my concept and model of having a group scalable offer comes in. Essentially, it's where you set up your systems and delivery to support a group even though you're doing one-on-one, so that you can easily switch from one-on-one coaching to group without a massive system overhaul. So this is exactly what I teach my clients. So you would have a learning portal with your core curriculum, even as a one-on-one coach. So a lot of you one-on-one coaches out there winging it and you really don't have a framework or curriculum. This is where we bring that all together. You have a core curriculum in your learning portal, even as a one-on-one coach. So for example, with my one-on-one coaching, my clients get access to a portal with my curriculum, but they also get access to me one-on-one via Voxer, emails, and one-on-one Zoom calls as needed. So this is how I'm able to manage multiple one-on-one clients without feeling like I'm spending most of my week on hour-long Zoom calls. So if you are just starting out, do one-on-one, do yourself a favor and do one-on-one. Or if you have a group that hasn't been getting the traction that you wanted to get, you haven't been hitting those goals that you want to get hit financially, switch to one-on-one. I promise you, you're going to be glad that you did. Hey, if you're enjoying this episode, then I know you'll enjoy my weekly email series, The Monetized Mom. Not only will you be the first to know when new episodes drop, but you'll get exclusive content just like this, except in your inbox. To sign up, visit themonetizedmom.com/email. It's free, and as a podcast listener, I'll throw in a special gift. Visit themonetizedmom.com/email to join. Now let's get back to this episode. So you'll get to six figures much sooner because people are willing to pay more for individualized support. And in some cases, it doesn't even make sense to do a group. A lot of people have been feeding you do group. And when you think about what you're what your coaching is, it may not even make sense. So for example, I have a client who is an infidelity trauma recovery coach. And that is a super sensitive and personal topic that you probably don't want to share with a group. Like you don't want everybody in your business as you are, sharing details about infidelity in your marriage. So she was asking me how she could do this in a group container and maintain privacy. And I was like, no, let's stick to one-on-one coaching because it just makes sense for her niche. Her scaling will probably look more like hiring more coaches to support more clients one-on-one versus trying to force it into a group container, okay? Same with financial coaching. Could you make group work? For sure. Like you could probably make group work. It depends on what kind of financial coaching you're doing. But for most people with money shame or trauma, they probably want private coaching. Okay. So offer it. Offer what your clients actually need as opposed to trying to fit into this model that's not going to work for your niche and is going to take a little bit longer for you to be able to make the income that you want. All right. So that's one-on-one coaching. The next way that you can get to six figures quickly is with done for you services. And I'm sure you're wondering, how is this relevant to coaching? And it's really, really simple. Many of you are teaching things that you once did. So especially the B2B folks, right? We've mastered something, a service that we gave, and now we teach other people how to do that service, right? If you are, for example, you were a social media manager, but now you coach people on how to grow their own social media, like sis, offer the social media management too, all right? There is a market of people who would rather pay to just get the thing done. And I've been saying this literally since last year, when I made a podcast episode where I share how God instructed me to switch to done for you. God showed me where the industry was going, and I made a whole video and episode about it, and it's called The End of Coaching as We Know It. And some of y'all took my advice and are seeing the fruit of it. The rest of y'all need to get with the program because you need to use the skills that you have. You have these skills for a reason. It's not just to teach other people how to use the same skills that they have. Use them to serve your audience. And for those of you who may have offered services in the past and you were burnt out, it's probably because you didn't charge enough, you had scope creep, and you had no boundaries. So instead of enjoying your zone of genius, you resented it. Ask me how I know this, because I've been here before. I get it. You do done for you. You feel burnt out. You feel like you're not getting paid enough for the work that you're giving. There's always scope creep, client demands. But if you frame it correctly, this can be the best decision that you make for your business. I promise you will benefit so much more from done for you if you set boundaries, have systems, and price accordingly. All right. And that's not to say that you can't offer coaching or you can't have group. I actually combine my done for you services with my one-on-one coaching, which means that the offer is that much more attractive and impactful to my clients. But if you want to quickly generate income to replace your 9-to-5 salary, these are the quicker routes. So creating the right offer for where you are is something that I help my clients with inside both the Paid Mom Mastermind, which is my group program, and in my one-on-one coaching. And with those programs and those offers, you'll get my systems for launching a group scalable or done for you offer to quickly grow to six figures without overwhelm and while serving your clients with excellence. So you can visit themonetizemom.com/training to learn more about that exact system that I teach my clients and install for my done for you clients as well. All right. So that's the quickest route to six figures in the coaching industry. That's it for this episode. I'll talk to you in the next one.